What are you doing? What are you doing?
Finally.
Do you do this all the time?
No.
This is how you run these interviews?
Yeah, but you've had fun. You've had fun.
Come here.
I'm a champion.
With everybody saying LA Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, producer Ben's
Take
getting
it
involved.
easy over there, Ben.
Come on. LA Knight, welcome
Ben's all
to...
excited.
He is. We're all excited.
Are you excited?
Deeply excited.
I'm excited. Deeply excited.
Oh, hugely excited.
easy.
Yeah. Overwhelmingly excited?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, all of them. Welcome to Gorilla Position Beyond the Ring.
We're here.
Proudly sponsored by WWE 2K25.
It's like a special edition Beyond the Ring.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Yeah, boy. We're going beyond your ring.
I feel like my microphone is like too high where it's like this. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but this is what it feels like.
You
Is this
are
the proper height,
exaggerating.
Ben?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Is Ben a character on the show?
I've never met him before.
Interesting. Hell yeah.
I found him outside.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So this series is sponsored by 2K25, where in the game you can step outside the ring,
Yeah.
outside the ropes, and step
I
onto
think you've
the
been able
island.
to do that for a long time. Oh,
Onto the island.
Oh, onto the island. Okay.
So if you could rule in another arena, if you weren't a wrestler, if you'd never stepped beyond those ropes,
Sure.
is there an alternative career that LA Knight would be doing right now?
I just watched Gladiator, so if I could be, Caesar, that'd be pretty great, right? It's a good answer. I don't.
Don't look at
it's
Ben.
Not a career option.
Ask me
I
if it
need
was a good
Ben's
answer.
approval for everything.
Jeez.
He's getting hot about my water placement. It can't be here. It can't be here. I had to put water down here. It's a bottle. You can't see it, but guess what? It's there.
Your water can go wherever it wants.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Okay, so you'd be a gladiator.
I don't know. No, I'd be Caesar, not the Gladiator.
Oh, Caesar. Okay, fair enough.
Because I don't know what else I'd do. I have...
So no other interests
I want to
outside
say I have no other skills. I'm tapping, and Ben's going to get hot.
It's
'cause he's
really annoying.
specifically
It's really annoying.
I like that Ben is going to be a recurring theme in this entire thing.
He always is on the show, yeah. People love producer Ben.
Tap. I was told not to tap, but God, I have this glass sitting right here, and how do I not tap it? Anyway, what are we talking about?
An alternative career to
Yeah,
wrestling.
I don't know.
No, no other interests.
I want to say I have no skills, but that's a lie. Nothing that can probably... No interest, really? Is that a real question? You think I have just zero interest? I'm
Well, no, because you said you don't know what else you
I'm
could
just
do.
a
What
vacuum.
what other passions do you have that you could turn into an
Dogs.
alternative
I
career? Dogs.
actually eventually want to definitely dog rescue, 100,000,000%. That'll happen somewhere down the line.
I love that stuff.
I don't know that that's going to provide a lot of income, but that's okay. I just kind of want to help as many dogs as I possibly can, and maybe in a way of making income out of that, maybe also do like a dog daycare or something like that as well.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, because you make your money in wrestling.
I got a big...
And then help the dogs.
Big soft heart for dogs.
You've got dogs, presumably?
2 dogs, yeah. Herman and Reese. You can follow them on Instagram. Herman and Reese.
Love that. Can I go back to the Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
A lot of speculation about you having some heat with Drew McIntyre.
I've always got heat. When don't I have heat? At the same time, I'm too old for heat. I don't deal with that. Go ahead.
You and Drew, it led to a promo and a match.
We almost got in a fight right on the hallway out here.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, we've just interviewed him.
He thought it was his eggs coming to the table. I thought it was my eggs coming to the table. We fisticuffs almost right there. I'm totally making this up.
Hard-boiled, scrambled, poached.
I like them fried, or I love poached.
Poached is
but
good.
I feel like that's such a pain in the ass for me to be like, hey, could you poach them? I don't know why. I don't even know.
No,
how
it's
to
true.
I don't know how to poach eggs, so that's why I feel like it's probably a difficult thing to do.
Well, we're talking about the skills you don't have.
Well, I don't
Poaching
have
eggs is one of
poaching
them.
skills.
Yeah.
Fried, scrambled, hard-boiled, soft-boiled. Soft-boiled are great. Have you ever heard of soft-boiled?
Yeah, I prefer them a little harder.
You're an asshole. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So can you shed any light on what happened? Drew left the building.
Ben, you
He
like
was fuming.
soft-boiled or hard-boiled?
Stop.
Yeah, see, Ben knows what he's talking about.
Why is Ben your guy?
I have no idea. Ben actually pissed me off
It's
when I walked in the
starting to
room.
annoy
So
me.
yeah, no. But now I got to make up for it.
Right, so you were avoiding this question. What happened?
What question?
Why did Drew leave? Was he angry at you?
When we had to leave because the show was over.
No.
Yeah,
No.
at some point everybody's got to go home.
He stormed out.
He stormed out?
Yeah.
I didn't even know. No idea. I got
no one notices when Drew storms
I
out.
got to the back. I got to the monitor. I saw the rest of the deal. And he was already back there before I was. His ass got tossed already. So, I didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
I didn't know anything about it until I was sitting at home Sunday night. And then somebody sent me an article. And I was like, that's interesting.
So when that happens, when the rumor mill is circulating and the dirt sheets are talking, this happened backstage. Do you guys talk about it? Do you have a conversation? Do you leave each other voice notes? Send each other emojis?
Look, I can't tell you the inner workings here, but there were some conversations I had. I'll tell you that.
Okay. In that,
I told you I'm going to be a coffee sniffly mess here.
have you got long COVID?
I think I have medium COVID.
Okay, fair enough.
I am still tapping.
Yeah, please don't tap.
Tap.
Please don't tap.
I'm a drummer. Did you know that? So
Are you?
Yeah.
Right. So we talk about skills. You can drum and you can
but I can't
poach eggs.
go join a band. I suck.
Favorite band of all time? Go.
Oh, ooh. Well, see, I was gonna say, I don't know, favorite band. I just listened to Zeppelin last night, so I'll just go with that.
Okay. Oasis is the right
I don't know
answer.
that's the right answer. That's never the right answer. I'm
It
sorry.
is. What do you mean it's never the right answer?
That's never the right answer.
Come on.
Oasis is fine.
Yeah.
But best ever?
Yeah.
Ben, what are we doing? Would you say that too?
Oasis.
I feel like you need a Ben cam.
Oasis-
There should be another camera right here.
Don't give him a big head.
Just to catch the Ben cam.
Okay.
All right.
Oasis are the band the Beatles could have been. Is that funny?
I think that was the intention. And I think that was the talk.
Yeah.
I just don't think it ever got there.
Talking of talking.
Yep.
You and that promo where you forgot to get your stuff in on Smackers.
Oh, yeah.
With Drew.
Smackers, mate. Yeah.
Anyway, you're so
Is that
annoying.
what you call it with your friends?
You're so annoying.
That's annoying?
Yeah.
You just called it smackers and I'm annoying?
Come on now.
Ben, come on. You probably call it smackers too, don't you? Shut up, you goof. Yeah, go ahead.
You, on a serious note, you
Yeah.
did a
Oh,
lovely,
yes, let's be serious
You
now.
did a lovely little aside to camera during that promo,
Yeah.
and where you told audiences that it was good to have a cry. It was good for your mental health. It doesn't make you any less of a man.
Sure.
What sparked that? Why did you decide to say that? It was such an unexpected but genuinely lovely moment.
How much on the inside do I want to let you?
Just a lot, I would say.
Just all of it.
A little bit.
No, sometimes I have a bit of a crisis of conscience about certain things. I know that people who are watching through the TV want to emulate the people that they see on TV sometimes, and they want to maybe aspire to be those people. Now, whether that's me or not, I can't speak to that. I can't speak for those people. But if that is a thing, then I want to be kind of a positive thing, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, I'm going to go out here and make fun of this guy for figuratively crying. But to make fun of a man for crying feels very backwards to me.
Yep.
And so for me, it felt like, all right, let me caveat this or kind of disclaim this up front.
Yeah.
With like, hey, look, here's the deal. If you have to cry and it's something like legit and whatever, like, do not feel ashamed of that. When I say this thing I'm about to say, I'm not shaming men as a whole for crying ever, ever, ever. But then I'm able to take it and say, but there's a point where it goes too far.
Yeah.
And now you need a little shame.
Yeah.
And so for me, it was just kind of like, let me make sure that I'm not mixing people up with what I'm about to say.
Well, that's a great answer. And did you?
Well, it's the only answer. Because that's the real answer.
It's the truth. Did you get approval? Did the writers know you were going to say that, or did you go into some positive masculinity business for yourself?
It's an interesting relationship, me and the writers.
Take me there.
I don't remember. So again, not going to get too deep into it. Not going to give you all of it, but
a lot of it.
I don't work very well memorizing A, B, C, D, E. I like to have more of a bullet point kind of approach and get my way there in the allotted time. But sometimes I'll have an idea ahead of time and just be like, hey, I might do this. A lot of things are I might do this. And most of it's just as long as I hit these main points and get to, where I need to be, within the time, then we're good to go. So I think I might have mentioned it ahead of time, but I can't say for sure.
Man to man, when was the last time you cried? You comfortable sharing that?
Kind of want to cry right now. I shouldn't even be here. I'm trying to get to the gym.
You don't need to go to the gym. Have a day off.
I had a day off yesterday. I didn't even mean to. I didn't want to. I wanted to try and get there, but it just didn't work out for me. I don't have a real answer for you there. It's probably been a few months. Sure. Yeah.
Has there been a moment in wrestling?
You're not even going to ask me what about?
What about?
I don't know. I wasn't going to tell you anyway. But.
Yeah. A dog video on Instagram, maybe?
That could maybe get me. But no, it probably wasn't that. I don't think so.
A homeless dog.
Well, there's lots of homeless dogs, and that's why I want to get a rescue, damn it. But yeah.
Has there been a moment in wrestling that's made you shed a tear? Like, for instance, if I've been in a stadium and the glass smashes and Austin comes back, that has genuinely got me because it's taken me back to my childhood. It's the most incredible atmosphere. Sure. You get those moments of like wrestling is totally magic.
That's the moment you shed the tear, though. I feel like that would be the moment of like,
weird? Well, yeah,
I feel like
that
then,
as well.
like maybe as the match is ending or the segment's ending, then maybe that's the time where it's like,
no, I do that, and then I'm so overwhelmed and
then
overcome,
you just start
and I'm
sobbing.
like,
yeah. That's a weird reaction.
Yeah,
that's
especially the noise.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like, God, I just wanted to make a reference. Never mind. This is completely off the rails and not making any sense at this point. But no, I don't think. Well, with wrestling, there's probably some things where like maybe some nostalgic stuff that might have like maybe given me that almost feeling, but never to the point where it was like, yeah.
No actual tears.
No, I don't think so.
Presumably you shed a tear if you became world champion.
No, because I'm too shut off emotionally.
Really?
Yeah. Like, oh my God, you should have seen my mom when I won the U.S. title, though. Oh my God, she makes up for all the emotions that I might lack. Cause,
she upset?
I mean, not upset.
Yeah, in a good way. I mean emotional.
She couldn't even speak.
Really?
Yeah, no, it was crazy. So for me, it's like it happens. I get there and I'm like, right, yeah. I'm like, overdue, that kind of thing. And I'm almost like still kind of angry about it in a weird way. And then it's like, there will be moments though where I can step out and just be like, I'm there, I've done it. Like that's cool, it's crazy. But I have this, I don't know if you call it dopaminergic personality or whatever it is, but it's always like, the thought process is always just kind of, okay, now what? What's next?
Okay. You're one of those personalities.
I am.
Yeah.
And it's a blessing and a curse because it kind of keeps me going and keeps me moving forward. But at the same time, there are times where it's like, hey, just relax and take a moment to just appreciate and enjoy because I do, that does make it tough to enjoy things sometimes.
And with that in mind, do you think a world
We're like
title,
on the couch right now.
Here we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
Do you think a world title run is in your future? And crucially,
I don't see how it's not.
Well, crucially, do you believe that the powers that be believe it's in your future?
I don't care if they do. I'm sure that they didn't believe that I would have gotten to where I got, and that's not a knock at them. I mean, people are just gonna, people see what they see, and the company's gonna have an agenda. You're not always gonna be a part of it. And for me, it was just, okay, well, I can't worry about that. I got to do what I got to do in the sense of just keep pushing. If I have 30 seconds, it's going to be the best damn 30 seconds I can give them. If it's 60 seconds, 90 seconds, whatever it is. So those little bits of time that they were giving me when it was me and Bray Wyatt or just me floating off by myself doing nothing for months and months and months and months after Bray Wyatt, it was just, okay, well, I'm going to make the damn best of every single little bit that I got on here. And at that point, it was forcing the hand. And I know we're going into, the same thing. And I talk about, I feel like in every damn interview, and I hate that. But that's just, when you ask about, does the company see this? I don't know, and I don't care. Would it be nice if they did? Would it make things a lot easier if they did? Yeah, it'd make things a hell of a lot easier. But I can't worry about that. So I don't think I've ever been anybody's guy. I don't feel like I'm anybody's guy. If I am somebody's guy, it's a surprise to me. So for me, it's just kind of, I can't worry about that. I can't think about that. I just got to keep doing me And so, yeah, I think that there's a world title run in my future, and whether they think it or anybody else thinks it, doesn't make a difference to me. At some point, it's probably going to happen.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
You
don't think so? Ben, what do you think?
I think so.
Somebody get the Ben cam, damn it. I think we're on to something.
We really don't need a Ben
If you
cam.
ever get a Ben cam, it has to be the LA Knight Ben cam.
Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
We'll get that GoPro
Although,
set up.
if they ever decide, like, the Ben cam's stupid, then I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, we'll remove your name. I was pleased when you lost the US title.
You were pleased?
Yep, over the moon. Because I think you fully deserved to be in the world title picture. That's where I predicted you were going.
So are you disappointed now that I'm back?
Not disappointed, but how do you feel now you're US champ again? And it's great, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you're getting me wrong.
I think a lot of people get you wrong. What do you think?
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know. Look, so yeah, the U.S. title is not the world title. I get that. At the same time, to have a title, there's only so many to go around. Some people would say there's too many to go around, and that's an argument you could make. But when you consider there's a brand split and all that, even though sometimes it gets a little...
Is there a brand split?
There is and there isn't. Look, there's plenty of people that I never see from Raw, ever.
Okay.
So, yes. But is there a little bit of bleeding from one into the other? Yeah. But at the same time, like... Yeah, those guys I haven't seen for months, just because you don't intermingle through the shows. But to be one of those ones that's chosen, hey, yeah, I'm gonna be running with this banner. I'm gonna be the U.S. champion, the world champion, tag team champion. It is a big vote of confidence, even if it's for a short time. But would I like to be the world champion? Yeah, bet your ass. But at the same time, that time will come. Probably way overdue. Probably should already be there, should have already been there, but I can't worry about that. Who cares? At this point, it's like I feel like I'm kicking ass. I'm doing the best I can with. I'm doing a hell of a job, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you
are. But I also think that now, in the short time that this second run has been here, I feel like it's been made more interesting just by the cast of characters who have been. Attached to it at this point. When you look at Braun Strowman or Jacob Fatu or Solo, Tama, all those guys who have been now in the mix ever since I've picked. You're just checking out my arm right there. I mean, it is. No, I don't even have my pump on yet. It's ridiculous. It's not even. This isn't even fully loaded yet. Ben, what do you think? Yeah, he doesn't. I don't even know what I'm asking him about. But yeah, go ahead. I love when these interviews go off the rails.
You just told me to go ahead when you were mid answering a question.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, what do you got? What are you asking me?
Well, okay, let's move on. So yes, you will be world champion. So let's move on.
Well, you don't think so?
No, I think so, and I think you should be there already.
All right.
I think you should be going to Mania as world champion. In my view,
maybe, or maybe I should go to Mania to win the world championship. But exactly. Look, who knows what the future holds? You
talked about the split. Is there a talent from Raw who you very rarely see, who you'd love to hang out with more? Who do you miss who's over on Raw?
God, he would love for me to say, the first person that popped into my mind, and he's going to love that I say this, is Bron Breakker. He's such a goof.
Is he a goof?
Yeah.
We interviewed
in the best way.
We interviewed him the other day.
Yeah.
He's a quiet chap.
Whose phone's on?
Producer Ben's probably.
It's mine.
It's yours.
Yeah.
Picture of a dog on your screen?
Yeah, I got two of them.
Oh, they're very cute. It's a live picture. Their tails are wagging.
What are you new to phones?
You've got it going on. I haven't got a phone. I do.
Fair enough. I'd like to not have a phone.
So Bron Breakker is
amazing.
Is a goof? I haven't seen his goofy side yet.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Am I breaking the fourth wall here?
He's very straight and very serious.
No, he's not. Okay. He is the least serious person.
Oh, really?
I'm sorry. I'm breaking everybody's
all good.
illusion.
All good. I love that.
Yeah.
Maybe he just hasn't warmed to me yet. Yeah. Maybe that's
well,
all
you're you. Yeah.
You do you. Speaking of big name talents.
Take it easy, Ben. You guys have there's a rivalry. He said the same thing about you, probably.
Yeah,
I figured.
Speaking of big name talents, WWE 2K25 has a roster for the ages.
Yeah.
Variety of current and classic venues and PLEs to compete at. If you could book yourself to have appeared in any classic PLE, what would it be? And who would your opponent be? What was your favourite pay-per-view as a kid?
I don't think that I would want to be in any of the classics.
Really?
And the reason I say that is because the classics, because of the way they are. Not that I think I would mess it up or anything like that, but it's kind of like going back in the DeLorean to, alternate 1985, and Biff has the sports almanac. Who knows what could happen. If anybody didn't know what I'm talking about, it's Back to the Future 2. Look it up.
If anyone doesn't know what we're talking about,
what's wrong
they
with
don't
them?
deserve to be watching this.
But regardless, I think for me, it's I have to kind of. A lot of people say, "Oh yeah, you'd fit great." I've heard people say I'd fit in the '80s, and I'm like, look, these guys were like all gigantic. I'm not sure that I would fit in there. In the late '90s, people were like, "Oh, you'd fit there." I'm like, "Yeah, maybe, I don't know." But I think, look, I'm here now, and so for me, it's not necessarily where I'd want to go in the past; it's where I want to go in the future. How about that for a diplomatic answer?
That's good.
But is that kind of spoiling your question here?
Well, so
I know it's supposed to be like a fantasy answer, but I don't have a fantasy answer for you.
If we could create a fantasy scenario in the game, LA Knight versus who at what event? Dream match. We've established it'd be for the world title going into WrestleMania.
There's probably like a 4-way tie. They'd all have to be world title matches. But the 4-way tie, it would be a WrestleMania. Name one, whatever number you want, but it would have to be like me and Cena, me and Austin, me and Rock, me and Flair. That's like my 4-way tie.
He wasn't giving up that.
Okay. And finally, you mentioned John Cena. Drumming. You're a good drummer. You could drum for Oasis in their reunion tour.
Well, then they might be like the Beatles.
Yeah.
Yep. Would I be Ringo? Would that make me Ringo?
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
And we are going beyond
Peace
the
and
Ringo.
love. Peace and love. Nobody knows that reference, so it's Howard Stern. Never mind.
That was good. You partnered with John.
Were you aware of that? When Ringo was just like, all right, anyone sending me fan mail will be tossed after October 7th and whatever. I don't know. He was tired of getting fan. Do you think he's getting that much fan mail? I guess he is Ringo from the Beatles.
Yeah, he's Ringo.
Yeah, he made a big message. This was like 2007, 2008. What are we talking about right now? I don't know. But yeah, he basically told everybody he was going to throw all their stuff away with peace and love.
Do you get a lot of fan mail?
Not anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I moved and I've kept my address very well hidden. I probably shouldn't have said that just now. But yeah.
Wise.
Yeah.
Wise. Lastly, John Cena.
I think they get a lot at the PC though, but I haven't been there in like 20 years.
You partnered with John Cena.
Yep. What an asshole that guy.
Yeah. Thoughts on his heel turn, his subsequent promos?
Who'd have seen it coming, right? Especially when you consider like it's the last run. He's on his way out. And I bet he's probably excited to do it.
Who does Cena coming? That's what you just said. Cena coming. No. Didn't quite work.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Finally.
Do you do this all the time?
No.
This is how you run these interviews?
Yeah, but you've had fun. You've had fun.
Come here. I need you to come here for real.
God.
Come here. No, come here. Take those headphones off. Come here. I got to bring Ben in.
This is a low point.
Here, you go back over there.
Oh, come on.
Ben, here. Come here.
Read that last question.
Here, come here.
Oh, God.
Ben, finish the interview.
LA Knight, it's great to have you here.
Yeah. God, you're so sure of yourself right now.
Yeah, well, in WWE 2K25, you get the opportunity to...
Has anybody met Ben yet?
Nope. This is a first.
All right.
You get the opportunity to fight and to join the Bloodline. Let's assume you wouldn't want to
I joined the Bloodline?
Yep, that's what it says.
Yep, me.
Let's assume you wouldn't want to join.
Is it me, like LA Knight, or me, the player?
God, you know what? I appreciate James a lot more now because this is hard.
Thank you.
Come on, figure it out.
Come on, let's assume you wouldn't want to join the actual bloodline.
Did you just hear what he said with the you didn't? Nobody saw it coming, or Cena or something.
He does that every week.
Yeah, right.
I don't say anything.
I know, right? And you probably think like I should be up there.
Yeah, that should be me.
Yeah, well, see, now it's you.
Yeah, well,
so take control of this thing.
So let's assume you wouldn't want to join the actual bloodline.
No, who would?
But if you could build a faction around yourself, which 3 superstars would you pick?
Oh,
and it says the Yeah Boys.
That would be your faction name, the Yeah Boys.
Who wrote these? Did you write these?
No, you did. That's
yeah. See, no. Hey,
he's producer Ben. He wrote all the questions.
Wait, what are you kicking him out for? When you're the one who wrote this terrible thing. Go ahead.
I'm the better looking ginger.
Yeah,
come on.
I mean,
so who would
I don't know. Ben might get your numbers up. All of a sudden, the girls are going to be going. Some of the guys are going to be going crazy. It's going to be.
Well, speaking of girls, we've got Tiffany Stratton very patiently waiting. We're overrunning.
I thought she was enjoying herself over there.
She's not enjoying herself. She's hating this.
Yeah.
So who would be in your dream 2K25 faction?
Can I clone myself?
For LA Knights?
2025.
Is the world ready for that?
I'm not ready for that. That's a lot. I already deal with one of me.
We've been dealing with you for the last half hour.
You've been dealing with me. I've been dealing with you.
So come on. Who would make up the faction called the Yeah Boys?
Nobody, because that's an awful name.
Boys with a Z, by the way.
That makes it all better.
You're welcome.
Sheesh. Well, now I'm in. The Yeah Boys? Do we have any alternatives? Did you come up with anything else?
Did you just say sheesh?
Sheesh.
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 Shish kebab.
No, but sure. Is that what if it was like Knights at the Round Table? That's awful too.
That's good.
It's at least better than Yeah Boys.
That's good.
Actually, that sounds. See, it's too close to Yes Boy and that kind of thing.
Yeah,
see, you're feeling the influence because you're from the same place.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Knights at the Round Table. Let's leave it at that.
Sure. We could be the LA Knights, but that's like it's too on the nose.
Or if you had a tag team partner, a room for 2 nights. Should we leave it there? It's probably best. Should we never talk about it?
We should have left it a long time ago, I think.
Should we never mention this again?
Probably not.
No.
We should never mention Ben again.
No, God, no. I would have.
He was a terrible host. I really thought he was going to knock it out of the park.
Do you now appreciate me a bit more?
No, not at all. But
Great.
I just appreciate him less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we've come full circle on that.
What a jerk he is.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
We're wrapping up.
We're wrapping up.
Yeah, immediately.
All right. See you later, everybody.
LA Knight. Shake my hand.
Well, take it easy. You ain't got to get all hot about it. The hell?
Ooh.
What?
Yeah, come on. You get that one.
What was that noise? Creep.
I'm a champion!